From what I've read, some of the advantages I saw were better targeted ads, better targeted customers. A really good example for this would be Google going through. Well, I wouldn't say going through, but Google basically could. There's an algorithm for how what kind of products they should target to you, market to you, and a good example would be basically they kind of read through your emails and they will find keywords. In the article, the author talked about how he sent an email to his friend that he's visiting in Houston, and immediately on the sidebar we could see Google targeting um, the author about restaurants in Houston or hotel rooms in Houston's, things like that. But I think, as you can see, this has a really big flaw to it. And this is a disadvantage. We basically lose our privacy. We, yeah, there is no privacy basically, and also it really increases the risk for identity theft. My take on the article really is that I really believe our society is really money driven. I'm not just talking about the people who sell and buy personal and private information about us, but I'm also talking about the people who supply their information, us. One of the sentence in the article that really spoke to me was, you know how everything has seemed free for the past few years? It wasn't. It's just that no one told you that instead of using money, you were paying with your personal information. I mean, this is a great example of us, not willing to spend money, and we instead had to give up our personal information to take advantages of these free apps. And I mean, I believe that this is what really enabled these companies to start trading personal information about us, because we're the ones constantly supplying them with information. This is a innovative society. People are constantly trying to think of ways to make profit, and what are they going to do with all this information? They're going to go buy it and they're going to sell it. So in terms, I really think we gave up our right to privacy, even though we didn't really want that to happen. So I feel like we can't really complain about not having privacy, but what we should really do is regulate it well. In articles, uh, John Kerry also talked about passing a bill about privacy, regulating privacy, and the trading of these informations. I mean, I feel like he's taking the right step. Um, the government's on the right track of for from protecting us from identity theft and losing our own privacy, basically. From the business perspective, I actually think this is a great opportunity for them to make a big profit, or even start something innovative. By using these informations, they know things about us, such as where we like to go, where we like to eat, or our favorite restaurant is, um, what we've recently purchased. By using these information, they could suggest and personalize their prediction on what product they think would really catch your attention, and basically market for their company to attract more customers. For the government, I actually feel like this is a tougher case for them, and it's a lot harder to handle. They, I believe that they should have more information about us compared relative to those private companies. However, I think they should not, or they can't use it against us, because the purpose of the government is to protect the people. And in the author talked about how when he first visited, well, no, not when he first, but when he used to go to the post office with his grandmother would always say that looking through other people's mail is a federal crime. Well, I think basing off the same concepts, um, John Kerry is taking the right step of protecting us from um, the invasion of privacy. And, I really think the government should do something about this. That's why I believe it's a tougher case for them. They need to be able to figure out a way to regulate all these personal information trading and the invasion of privacy without um, making too big of a fuss about it. Where do I see this going in the future? I really can't say anything solid about it, but maybe people are gonna start following us and try to market things to you, or they'll follow you to places, or they know where you're going, they know where you like to go, they know where you like to eat. They could incorporate that into their advertisement and you know try to sell more and more to us. And I think because time as time passes, they're gonna know more and more about us, and I feel like knowing more about us, they're just gonna use that against us and um, sell products to us, or I don't know, things like that. And um, how do I see privacy issues being resolved without undermining the benefits or personalization of the internet? I think, well, first of all, I think the government could do something about this. Maybe, hopefully, pass the bill that they talked about earlier in the article. And also, big browser companies or browser producing companies like Google Chrome, Firefox, Safari. They may not be companies, but hopefully they'll figure out a way for us to protect ourselves, protect our informations from being tracked from other people and other private companies. And um, I mean, for example, Facebook is doing a really good job. Um, Allowing its users to set privacy settings. Um, for tech savvy people, I mean, really that's not a problem, but there are a lot of people out there who, are first just starting to use a computer, and they may not know what kind of privacy measures they should take. And I just think they should simplify the steps, make it easier for everyone, so um, everyone's information is protected. And I mean that's what I'm hoping to see in the future. Thank you.